It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. The search continues for the wreckage of a helicopter which crashed off Port Stephens with 5 people on board. The restored 1960s Bell chopper disappeared from radar screens at about 6:30 on Friday night as winds gusting up to 125 kilometres per hour lashed the coast. Nat Nagy from the Australian Transport Safety Bureau says a major investigation is underway.
As part of the ATSB's investigation, we will be looking at any recovered wreckage from the helicopter. We'll be interviewing witnesses, reviewing maintenance and pilot records as well as weather records, and looking at any recorded data that may be available.
Maitland dog owners are being urged to be vigilant after 2 dogs were found with illegal drugs in their systems. The dogs have been taken to the Rayworth Dog Park where they consumed a quantity of the drug ice. The owner of one of the dogs says her pet suddenly began screaming, howling and running into a fence at full speed. Both dogs were taken to the Green Hills Veterinary Hospital for treatment and have made a full recovery. Forensic investigators are trying to determine the cause of an early morning fire which gutted a shed and its contents at Talara. 4 fire crews were called to a home on George Street just after 1 a.m, where they found the shed at the rear of the property well alight. It's taken them about 2 hours to fully extinguish the fire. Police suspect it may have been deliberately lit. Today is International Fetal Alcohol Spectrum Disorder Awareness Day, and the community is being asked to reconsider consuming alcohol when pregnant. The devastating condition drastically affects an individual's development, behaviour, and may result in a reduced lifespan. Chairman of the Newcastle Local Drug Action Team, Tony Brown, says residents are invited to attend a forum this afternoon at Fort Scratchley's Community Centre.
Well, we're really encouraging all the people out there who are interested in pregnancy, who have an interest in terms of the law and health and just community issues in reducing alcohol-related harms. They're most welcome to come to our community forum event on at 5:30 tonight.
Lake Macquarie Council is expected to approve zoning changes to the old Pasminco smelter site at Bullaroo at tonight's meeting. The move would pave the way for major retail outlets to move in, with Costco and IKEA already expressing interest. It follows the state government's decision last month to acquire the land. 25 courageous trekkers will begin the University of Newcastle Ikara Flinders Rangers Challenge today. Community members will join staff for the journey through the Australian outback in an effort to raise more than $100,000 for Indigenous health and education. Chief Operating Officer Nat McGregor says this is the 3rd fundraising trek the university has organised.
We busted out to the start of the walk, and so it's 5 days out in the remote parts of South Australia, and then we fly back on Sunday morning. So it's about 100 kilometres.
2NURFM Sport.
The Newcastle Knights saved their worst performance for the year until the end of the season, being humbled 54-10 by the Penrith Panthers. Stand-in coach Christian Wolfe says he doubts if there's anyone in the club's current coaching structure who can fix their problems.
No, I can't quite put my finger on that. I don't know if anyone at the club can, because otherwise we would have fixed it by now. That's not the case. So a new coach comes in next year and gets to obviously got plenty to improve on and gets an opportunity to try and fix that.
After 3 second-place finishes, Merewether's Matt Hall has finally taken out the Red Bull Air Race World Championship. A 3rd-place finish in the final round was enough for him to take the title by 1 point. He says he just had to fly a clean track to achieve his dream.
Started the day thinking I just want to win another race. The hardest part was that last round where I took win the race out of the mindset. It can have negative effects, but it was definitely the right thing to do in those conditions. And
Maitland will take on Edgeworth in next week's NPL Grand Final at Magic Park, with both sides qualifying over the weekend. And the winning numbers in Weekend Lotto are 10, 36, 14, 8, 1 and 23, and the supplementaries are 7 and 15. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 9.